Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. All right, so here he is representing the American Kickboxing Academy, the inimitable Khabib Nurmagomedov, and this guy makes his way to the octagon, DC. You run out of time setting up everything he's accomplished, but he always puts that status as an undefeated fighter and UFC champion on the line. He will do so again here tonight.
The moment he walked in the AKA, you understood that there was something special about Nurmagomedov. He was a guy that was always listening. Although he spoke no English, he was always listening and paying attention to try to learn and how to improve himself. And the moment he stepped foot in the gym, he was just open to each and every lesson, and now it's showing over the course of his UFC career. He was undefeated going into the UFC, and he has only built on that and become a champion, one of the most well-rounded fighters in all of the UFC.
You know, your college wrestling teammates have told me when you showed up at Oklahoma State, you didn't speak English either.
No, I didn't. It was all Southern Creole accent. It was all, hey, my boy.
Right. Well, your English is now very proper, and so is Khabib's, and he's back on the proving ground here tonight, again, trying to prove himself as one of the pound-for-pound greatest fighters on this UFC roster.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out arena in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Busan, South Korea, the Korean Superboy, Do-Ho Choi. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, commit to the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready?
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, we have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. Going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it up with.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about double leg shots.
Slam him down to the ground. Well done. Nurmagomedov's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense.
I need you to scramble, scramble.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Choi gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Got a single collar tie. Just for 3 minutes now to go. Level change now.
He went single into a high crotch. Oh, he's taking his new for a ride. Slams him on his back. What a takedown.
How's that feel to be in the right hand of that?
Nah, I mean, honestly,
I knew that was coming. Oh, man. This ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
the problem is the opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and what he does is create distance and space to land the strong. Look at him working and trying to shut the liver down.
All right, single collar tie now. Stuff the takedown, no problem. Oh, nice job to get back up again. You don't want to hang out on the ground with this guy. Knee to the body, it is blocked. And they separate. Oh, collar tie. Oh, and he lands another takedown here. Just does a nice job not telegraphing his shot. Clean entries. The Olympian's got to like what he sees.
I mean, over and over, he gets to the legs before his opponent reacts. By beating him on the entry, now it's up to the opponent to keep up. But this guy's playing chess. His opponent's playing checkers. He's playing chess. He can't keep up. Once he gets to his legs, he's got to beat him defensively before he gets his hands locked around his legs or his body.
Timed the shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very accurate.
And there comes the separation now. Beautiful entry as he gets the takedown late in the round, too, which could have an impact on the judges, potentially.
Absolutely. You want to leave an impression in the judge's mind. And when you walk back to the corner, get up from a dominant position, you almost want to wave at the judges and say, I got it right.
Right. All right, so there's the end of the round. The storyline over those previous 5 minutes, volume takedowns, offensive wrestling.
Yeah, this is an exhausting type of fight. Not only for the offensive fighter, but also for the opponent. Always being under attack, always being defensive, always reacting starts to really wear at your gas tank. It's interesting to see who is more fresh going into the next round.
You really want to focus on ground control. You have to set up your takedown. I want you to maintain it.
All right, we'll see how it goes here in this round. He had a big effort there in round one. Really had the wrestling on full display.
John, if he was looking to come out here, secure a takedown, to feel good about the way things are going, he gets an A on his report card. Because takedown after takedown was secured, top position was secured, and as you watch that clock start to go up for top control, him and his team are ecstatic. Because they know when they're on top, when they're secured takedowns, they're winning.
Oh, single collar tie here. Oh, goes to the ankle pick now to get him down, DC. We'll see how he chooses to proceed from here.
Got the ankle pick. Let's see how he advances from this position.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Relentless pressure from the top by Nurmagomedov. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round two, definitely picking up the pace after round one. So he got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round. Takedown defense holds up. Nice punch by Choi. And he landed the right hand there. Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination.
Very accurate, a lot of activity, and the hands look phenomenal tonight.
Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
Single collar tie now. Oh, and he gets the takedown. Tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
Nurmagomedov's going for an arm here.
Don't get caught.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to knock gas out here, but at least you have to admire the approach. Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him being this accurate in the past.
I mean, he is so sharp. And not only is he accurate, he's also keeping very busy.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, the action continues here and now as our next round gets underway. The previous round wasn't confused for a round of the year, but pretty good action.
It was a pretty good round. Not every round is going to have you standing up out of your seat. You understand that you are watching the highest level of fighting in the entire world in the UFC.
Oh, a huge block there.
Big punch lands through the middle.
All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand after it, he may be able to finish the fight. Ooh, what a punch.
Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop it, John. Stop it.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss. Under 3 minutes to go in our third round. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Allows him to get right back up.
He did a great job securing that ankle pick, but did not react quick enough to secure top position.
All right, so just like that, back to a standing position. We will see who has the advantage. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if there's more where that came from.
Boxing, 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 boxing.
Just the body.
I mean, dug that shot with every part of himself, and now he's got his opponent hurt. Shot a double leg.
Oh, massive slam. That'll change the complexion of this one. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of tricks.
Oh, wow, oh!
So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
Okay, we're losing that stand-up war.
All right, you ready? You ready? Let's go.
We have arrived at the fourth round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
job at least staying upright on that. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Ooh, blocks the shot. Oh, the master of the transition. Nice scramble. Try to establish that jab.
Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
A swing and a miss by Choi. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Well, it looks like he's trying to set up the takedown. There's the attempt. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Good series of strikes by him there.
Great. Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook. He's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here. He needs to get on the bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Choi's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. How about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. Nurbmagomedov gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. And they separate. The right hand just misses. Oh, nice hook by Choi. He ripped the body there. Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on the field. Oh, that is as big a strike as he has landed thus far.
Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Last round, guys. You ready? You ready?
Fifth and final round.
Big kick land.
Oh, he's got it going tonight. Beautiful combination of strikes there. Nice little shot lands. That is it.
Oh, my goodness. What a fight.
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught. He wanted to make sure he kept the judges out of the equation. Mission accomplished on that front as he gets the TKO victory here tonight. So there he is after the big TKO victory here tonight. He had some doubters coming in. He certainly muted those naysayers here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 22 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by TKO, the Korean Superboy,
Well, can you imagine what the celebration is like in his hometown right now after he gets the TKO win tonight? He said he wanted to leave the judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. He left the judges out of it. The judges could have went to the concession stand because once he got his opponent hurt, he was not going to stop until he got that TKO.